Hello everybody, it's Sabrina Henney live. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. So yes, I missed yesterday's video, but I was thinking about when King Charles III came over here from England and he was speaking to Trump and everybody, and he actually brought a quote up. And I forgot what quote he shared, but it was by Oscar Wilde. And I was like, that was so amazing that someone of his stature would actually use a quote from Oscar Wilde. And so it made me bring back my book, The Picture of Dorian Gray. And I love this little book because it's little, it's got a little, I know, it kind of gives you the warm fuzzies. And then it has a picture of Oscar Wilde on the back. Yeah, girls, look at him with a signet ring. He looks gorgeous with his hair like that. Ow! But something you don't know about Oscar Wilde, he was gay, extremely gay. I know. So, but he was a very profound author, and when you read his work, it is a masterpiece, and it has so many amazing things in it. But what irritates me about history with Oscar Wilde is after he wrote several things, Let me just read a little bit about Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde was born in Dublin in 1854. He studied there at Trinity College and then at Oxford, where he founded the cult of Asceticism. He published several books of stories and one novel. The Picture of Dorian Gray was written in 1891. He had many successes as a playwright, first with Lady Windermere's Fan in 1892. That's actually, okay. And all his plays were performed in London between 1892 and 1895. A dazzling wit and flamboyant figure. So what does flamboyant mean? It means large, flashy. Wilde's career was cut out short after his homosexuality was exposed, and he was sentenced to 2 years imprisonment in 1895. Released in 1897, he fled to France, where he died a broken man in 1900. So he died shortly after he was released from prison, 3 years, because it was probably just such a hardship. And I was thinking, well, I don't believe prison in those days were like prison in today's time, where you could probably write another book. I think back then it was very harsh conditions, and they didn't have the resources that they have now for people coming out of that. But just think, he was jailed just for being homosexual. Now, I know everyone's thinking, oh, she's a Christian, she's talking about it, and she's saying it's okay. Well, I don't think it's okay to jail someone because they have a certain, he was doing good for society. He was writing a book. And so I think someone got jealous of his good looks and his signet ring, which anybody with a signet ring actually has some sort of money. So anyway, I wanted to read a little bit about his preface. But my question was, why did King Charles III use Oscar Wilde as a quote? Okay, so this is the preface out of the Dorian Gray, the Picture of Dorian Gray. The artist is the creator of beautiful things to reveal art and conceal the artist is art's aim. The critic is he who can translate into another manner or a new material his impression of beautiful things. The highest and the lowest form of criticism is a mode of autobiography. Those who find ugly meanings in beautiful things are corrupt without being charming. This is a fault. Those who find beautiful meanings in beautiful things are the cultivated. For these there is hope. They are the elect to whom beautiful things mean only beauty. There is no such thing of immoral or immoral books. Books are well written or bad written. That is all. The 19th century disliked realism in the rage of Caliban, seeing his own face in a glass. And the 19th century disliked of romanticism in the rage of Caliban, not seeing his own face in the glass. The moral life of man in many forms part of the subject matter of the artist, but of the morally of the art consists in the perfect use of an imperfect medium. No artist desires to prove anything. Even things that are true can be proved. No artist has ethical sympathies. An ethical sympathy is an artist in an unpardonable mannerism of style. No artist is ever forbid. The artist can express everything. Thought and language are to the artist an instruments of an art. Virtue and art are to the artist materials for an art. From the point of a view form, the type of all art is the art of the musician. From the point of the view of feelings, the actor's craft is the type. All art is at once surface and symbol. For those who go beneath the surface do so at their peril. Those who read the symbol do so at their peril. It is the spectator, not life, that art really mirrors. So does your art mirror you? Are you an artist? Does your music mirror you? Does your art that you create mirror you? Whatever you're writing, does it mirror you? Are you creating woodworking? I don't know why I'm talking about that. Does your beading on fabric mirror you? Okay, that's what I'm thinking. So anyway, diversity of opinion about a work of art shows that the work is new, complex, and vital. When critics disagree, the artist is in concord with himself. We can forgive a man for making a useful thing as long as he does not admire it. The only excuse for making a useless thing is one who admires it intensively. All art is quite useless. Oscar Wilde. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty profound. He left that at the end. All art is useless. So how did he come to that? Well, say in the next few years, is your life really going to matter? I mean, because I'm thinking my last generation in my family is like, my children have no idea about those amazing people I knew as a kid. And nobody knows who they are because they didn't make a big enough impact to actually withstand the next generation. But I think mostly everything we do in the next few years is not going to matter. And I hate to say it like that, but you're going to really have to do something amazing to really stay into the minds of the next generation you leave, or a legacy. So yesterday I was talking with someone and he's like, well, that might be another video. I might have to really actually think about that a little bit more intensively. But that was another one of my video options I had. But I wanted to talk to you about Oscar Wilde. Because think about it. Not only did I write a book to help people, but I also wrote a book because people in the Victorian time, women, they actually could not write books in their name. And if you are homosexual, you would end up in prison. So anyway, our society has changed for the better. We still do need improvements. But anyway, that's my message for today. Read the beauty. Read the beauty of Oscar Wilde, just like King Charles III shared. Thank you, King Charles III.